The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And his throw here is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
6-18. 29.
Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Kelly. To throw from his end zone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Lucky 56. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Kelly working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Kelly looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw. Kelly. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st and 10, Kelly. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
With it on the return is Logan. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start. At the 32-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, some strong running. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Kelly on 3rd down. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. With it on the return is Logan. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Throw on second down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney.
Kelly now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Kelly throwing on 4th down. Over the middle complete. It's Malone. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Royce Freeman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn
under pressure, they got him again.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Play action, it's Kelly. Oh, nice move. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kellen got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Kelly on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Kelly to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On first down, Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
29. 29. 7:34.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kelly throwing on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. 53, Kelly now. Off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the pitch to Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Kelly looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Kelly. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Patriot! Patriot!
They go again with Muhammad. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, Barney! Barney!
Freeman again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Kelly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down, Kelly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
29.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Craig. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll run it now out of the guns. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Kelly, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw is Kelly. To throw on second down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Kelly looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Royce Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Carr to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
29. 29. Hey, come do.
Back to throw. Carr. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes again. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.